How can a person truly be 100% involved in the election process, 100% involved in the political system when they have no clue whatsoever is going on in politics today? When you ask a normal person in this country about democracy and ask them to explain democracy, how do they explain it? A person may and probably will explain democracy as the people of the country running the country, having and making the decisions for the country by voting powers and other rights. It is the American people forging their own destiny and doing as they please based on them making their own decisions. It's all about choice. You see what I'm saying? But when we talk about democracy, it's so much less about the people because let's be honest, when the last time have we had democracy? Democracy is dead. We haven't had democracy in an extremely long time. That doesn't exist here. You see, when I refer to democracy, we have to go beyond the superficial things that a person thinks about democracy and talk about what it really is. In order for a state or a country, a government to truly have democracy, it has to operate out of 4 areas and there has to be 4 arms of democracy in order for it to work. What are those 4 arms? Those 4 arms of democracy are A political system for choosing and replacing governments through free and fair elections. When is the last time an election has been free? When is the last time an election has been fair? There are multi-billion-dollar companies and corporations endorsing candidates and buying candidates and putting behind all this money behind campaigns, and you're talking about a free election? That's crazy. All of the things that we talk about in regards to being a fair election. How can you have a fair election when it's slanted and controlled by corporations and corporate backed? When entire news stations and news media outlets take sides in promoting and pushing a certain candidate and making another one look bad. We don't have that arm of democracy. Another arm, the active participation of the people as citizens in politics and civic life. Let's be honest, people these days are so caught up into everything else that we have going on in this world and in this life, so caught up into bills, debts, education, school, their children's life, all of the media and technology that we have. How can a person truly be 100% involved in the election process, 100% involved in the political system when they have no clue whatsoever is going on in politics today? We don't even know the chain of command. Let's be honest. Number 3, protection of human rights of all citizens. Seriously, protection of the human rights of all citizens. The only time that we preserve and we protect our citizens and the rights is when it's trending at the time. Under no other circumstance, if that certain political party that starts with a D or starts with an R is not running or controlling what's about to happen, then that person's rights or whatever you want to say will not be obliged. A rule of law in which the laws and procedures apply equally to all citizens. When has the rule of law applied equally and honestly to all citizens? We have to blame our laws for that. We have to blame the legal system for that. Our judicial system, our way of judging and our system of prosecution has been so corrupted to the core where criminals get off plea bargaining, recidivism. Let's not even begin to go down this path of talking about the level of corruption and the way that the table is set and the game is played when it comes to our legal system, because it's broken into a lot of pieces. So when I say democracy is dead, I mean that. We don't have these 4 arms of government working at all, and we haven't for a very long time. Now have we?